So, hi, Paul Sakis, Good News Planner, speaking to Robin Rorick. Hi, Robin. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Excellent. API's Midstream Director in Industry Operations. Tell us a little bit about API.
So API is a national level trade association. We represent the oil and gas industry, which means that our members are oil and gas companies, both large, medium, and small. And they are the ones that guide us in how we move forward on issues that face that face energy policy throughout the country.
All right. Energy is very, very important. Energy for our homes and businesses. Pipeline 101. All right. So what does that mean, Pipeline 101? Can we learn some things here?
Well, if you look, Paul, at the place that our nation is in with regards to energy right now, we're in a fantastic position. We're in the middle of an energy renaissance where we are the world's leading producer of natural gas, and we're on pace to become the world's leading producer of crude oil. And the 500,000 miles of pipeline that we have throughout the country enable us to pull production from locations in the country that traditionally have been unavailable to get crude oil and natural gas. Now we're able to actually produce and deliver those products to market now. And if you look at 2013 alone, we moved almost 15 billion barrels of crude oil, and we did that with a 99.999% effectiveness rating, meaning we got 99.999% of that product to its destination without incident. As an industry, we're striving to get that number to 100%, where 100% of the product gets to its destination without incident. And that's really why what we're talking about today is the development of this standard to help do that.
Okay, and so what is that?
So the standard is a program that we're developing, a document that we developed over the last 2 years, working with industry, working with regulators like the Department of Transportation, the National Transportation Safety Board, academia from not only this country but even from as far away places as Australia, to really establish a program or a process to address safety issues. And this ensures. What we're doing is we're working with the companies to design a program that addresses safe operations both inside the facility so that workers don't hurt themselves or injure themselves, but then also that we're not releasing product out into the environment or the surrounding communities. And this is really based on the concept of developing a robust plan, implementing that plan, but then the real benefit here is developing a program that constantly reviews portions of that plan and then applies improvements wherever necessary. So it's constantly evolving and growing.
And I think everybody should realize that we're all utilizing these things, these assets and these energy sources. I'll be honest, my air conditioner just went up. And so, in the winter time will be here, and I will try to stay warm, right? And these are realities, and I go into supermarkets and I buy food and I get on airplanes, right? These are all realities of the industry that you're involved with. Isn't that so?
That's exactly right. And if you look at even the government's predictions increase that while there's a modest increase in demand for energy use in this country between now and 2040, globally there is going to be a large increase in demand for energy between now and 2040, almost 50%. And in both domestically as well as globally, oil and gas is predicted to meet at least 50 and maybe even not closer to 60% of that demand, depending on where you are. So oil and gas is really a source of affordable and reliable and dependable energy. And the fact that we're able to produce more of it in this country ensures that our energy supply is not only reliable, but that it's also secure and provides energy independence for the country as well. So we're in a fantastic spot for this country. We're very hopeful that the benefits that this can bring throughout the country, both to the economy as well as to jobs throughout the country as well.
Let me ask sort of a little bit of a technical question, just because I'm interested. So, like diesel fuel or heating oil or propane and stuff like that, and natural gas. Is that all through pipeline? How does that all work?
Yeah, it depends on where you are in the country. If you take an airport, for instance, most of the jet fuel that gets to those airports is really through a pipeline that goes to a terminal that then distributes jet fuel to an airport. Depending on where you are, propane, heating fuel, it could very well all come from pipeline. Again, 500,000 miles of transmission lines scattered throughout the country for both natural gas and crude oil. Most people walk over, drive over, fly over pipelines, and they don't even know that it's there.
Who put in all these pipelines?
Well, the industry did, and this is one of the benefits. When you look at other modes of transportation or infrastructure, like highways, for instance, which is publicly funded, the waterways, which are publicly funded and maintained, pipelines are funded wholly by the oil and gas industry. So when we talk about new pipeline projects, these are projects that we say are shovel ready. They're ready to go because the industry has made the investment to not only build the new pipelines, but then also maintain them for their entire lifespan.
And it's, thank God they are, because it's good to be warm.
Yeah.
It's good to use energy, and your industry would be the first to try to make sure that it's safe for your own employees, which is your family, right, specifically, and everybody else around there. So it's all good news. This is great. Do you have a website that also can inform people about your organization and the industry itself?
I do, Paul. You can go to api.org or energytomorrow.org, and you can see all of the benefits that the oil and gas industry provides, and the commitment to safe operations. There's a good opportunity, an interactive opportunity to really figure out what contributions the industry can provide to the jobs, the economy, and to the growth of the nation as a whole.
When you say interactive opportunity, what do you mean by that? I'm sorry.
Well, in certain parts, it provides information. In other parts, it's almost like a game, if you will, or an opportunity to go and interact with the website and get more information.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for young people, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. And in fact, the Energy Tomorrow website, energytomorrow.org, is really designed to appeal to a broad audience, including kids in school and all the way up to the adult who's sitting around looking for more information.
Got it. 2 last quick questions. So what's good news for you, Robin?
What's good news for me personally?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, for me personally, it's that the weather is great outside and I'm enjoying a wonderful day.
That's right on. And one last question, if you don't mind. We're very involved with achieving world peace. Okay, and we have some events for the International Day of Peace, which the United Nations and 193 countries agreed to this on September 21st. So we ask everybody, what is peace for you?
Peace for me is just a world that everyone can live in harmony and accept each other for who they are and what they believe.
Beautiful. Robin, thank you very much for sharing this important good news with us. Take care.
And it's a pleasure being here, Paul. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Here we